Fun fact, an Egyptian woman divorced her husband after 40 days of marriage because he refused to buy her shawarma. The woman, identified only as Samia, had agreed to a traditional arranged marriage and only knew her husband for 2 months prior to the wedding. After they got married, her husband told her how much he hated going out because it was a waste of money. But after 40 days of marriage, Samia begged her husband to go out since they hadn't yet left the house as a married couple, and he reluctantly agreed to take her for a juice. After getting a juice, Samia asked her husband to buy her a shawarma. The husband refused, saying he had already bought her a juice and that's it. He went on to say she was trying to exploit him of his wealth since he had already bought her a juice and now she was trying to get him to buy her a shawarma? Upon returning back to their home, Samia packed her things, returned to her family home, and filed for divorce.
So, hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. So today we are going to talk about stinginess. Yes, stinginess. I don't think I have covered this topic on this channel, but ladies, if you are dealing with stingy men or you have dealt with a stingy man in the past and you don't want to deal with them anymore, this video is for you. But before we get into this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you like this video and turn on the bell notification so that you know when I upload a new video. Also, if you are interested in exclusive content based on hypergamy and elevating your social status, please be sure to come and join my Patreon. You will not regret it. All right, so let's get into this video. But right now, I'm going to share my thoughts about stinginess. I guess how to deal with it. Now, ladies, you saw in that video that after 40 days of marriage, an arranged marriage, okay, in a culture where arranged marriage, are still alive and well. A woman divorced her stingy ass husband because he didn't want to buy a shwami, or it looks like a wrap. If you saw the video in the beginning of this video, you saw what it looked like. It basically looked like some kind of wrap or something. Can you imagine getting married to a guy that doesn't want to go out, doesn't want to go out and socialize, doesn't like to go on trips, wants you to stay in the house all day, complains about buying you food at a market? Y'all, they did not go to a Michelin 5-star restaurant. They went to a market. Ladies, men that are stingy do not like women. I don't care what nobody say, they do not like women. Because if you have read The Art of Seduction, which we have on my Patreon, and by the way, I do have a weekly book club on my Patreon for anyone that's interested. We did read The Art of Seduction and the recordings are still there for you to listen if you would like to, get a perspective on women with a hypergamous / level of mindset, basically. Anyways, if you have read The Art of Seduction, you know that being stingy is very anti-seductive. It doesn't allow people to want to open up to you. It doesn't attract quality people to yourself, because if you're a guy and you're stingy, you're not going to attract quality, high value women. And as a woman, you already know this. If you love yourself and if you're generous with yourself, you invest in yourself, you take yourself out on trips, you go to nice places, you buy yourself high quality goods, you know that there is no way in hell that you're going to put up with a stingy man. What I've noticed, and this is one of the reasons why I'm making this video, what I've observed in this community over the years is that is the way how women set about dealing with stingy men. It's not uncommon to see comments, questions, posts about women trying to get a stingy man to be generous. If you have to do all of that, you need to leave that man alone. If you have to play the damsel in distress, you have to pretend that you need new tires. You have to pretend that you're getting evicted to get a guy to give you money, or you have to trick a man into spending money on you. That man is not the right man for you, okay? The divine masculine is generous. If a man is stingy, he is in his wounded masculine, also in his wounded feminine. He is not a balanced person. He is not doing well in his lower chakra. Now, if a man is blocked in the root chakra, which is usually the case with a lot of men, okay, then he is definitely, most definitely going to be stingy. So at the end of the day, you do not want a man that is unbalanced, a man that is stingy. A man that is stingy is blocked in his root chakra, in his chakras. And he is not going to pour into you because, again, his stinginess, his tightness will not allow him to. This man cannot be generous. If he has to give you a gift or he has to do something for you, it's going to take a lot from him. For a stingy person to loosen up and, I don't know, spend money or spend time with someone, or give up their time to help people, it's going to be very hard on that person because they can't let go of that tightness. So even if you somehow manage to manipulate this guy to spend money on you, then you will always have to be doing that. It's literally an uphill battle, and it's not a healthy situation for any woman to be in. If you have to sit there and strategize and come up with all sorts of ways to get money from a man, then you need to leave that man alone. How do you deal with stingy men? You drop them immediately. Ladies, we have to stop being so male-centered, okay? And we have to stop expecting us to manifest things through men. Because if you are manifesting wealth, abundance, etc., through a man, that's basically you manipulating matter. Okay, I do have a video about matter and energy. I'll post it on my metaphysical tier on my Patreon for anyone that's interested. Okay, when you're manipulating matter, it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of energy. Okay, so ladies, this is one of the reasons why I don't work with deities anymore. I don't use deities. I don't do like, money spells and none of that stuff. I manifest those things through me, and I'll explain it more on in that video. So yeah, didn't mean to confuse anyone. If you're not into spirituality, you can ignore this part of the video. It takes too much time, too much energy, too much effort to get money or get time, gifts, all of that stuff from a stingy man. It's literally a full-time job. Because I remember back in the early days of the Level Up community, we were all doing the most, doing headphone tests, all the silly little stuff, generosity tests, all this silly stuff. Listen, I'm not even going to bother with generosity tests. You shouldn't have to do a generosity test, ladies. And as a matter of fact, you would know when a man is generous in nature, generous in spirit, and generous in money. You would know right off the bat. Trust me, you would know. But if you are still struggling, and I'm gonna wrap this up because I don't want this to be a long video. If you are still struggling with attracting stingy men, you would be surprised to find out that the reason why you are still attracting stingy men is probably because you are also stingy. Now, hear me out. If you are stingy with yourself, basically, you don't prioritize self-care, okay, like time for self-care, like you time. You don't prioritize me time. All right. You're stingy with yourself. You don't spend money on yourself. You don't take yourself out to nice dinners. You don't book nice vacations on your time off. You don't put yourself first. You don't pay yourself first. okay? If you are stingy with yourself, then that's probably the reason. That's most likely the reason why you are still attracting generous men. Do not expect people to be generous with you if you are not generous with yourself. If you are stingy, you go to the grocery store and you buy literally the cheapest foods, you wear the cheapest clothes, everything that you wear is cheap. That is a stingy spirit. We need to rebuke the spirit of stinginess, because we complain about stinginess in men, but we do not complain, or sorry, we do not acknowledge the stinginess that we have within ourselves. Okay? Stinginess is a spirit. And you got to rebuke that spirit, ladies. And you have to work with yourself first. You got to ask yourself, when was the last time you did something good for yourself? When was the last time you bought yourself flowers? Do you do those things for yourself? That's a question you have to ask. Ladies, you need to stop being stingy with yourself. Stop being stingy with your kids. Stop being cheap. If all you have is like 3 bras, some of y'all only have 1 bra. Your wallet is raggedy. You got raggedy underwear. The soles of your shoes are falling out. If that is you need to change that about you. If you never go get your nails done or get your feet done, you don't go to the dentist, like you do not put effort and energy and money in yourself, do not expect to attract generous men. Because this woman divorced this man after 40 days of marriage in a culture where arranged marriage is still a thing. Because a lot of men, they want to live in this utopia where women aren't allowed to file for divorce. You know, they want to force women into these horrible marriages, because a lot of men do not realize how unlikable they are and how unbearable they are to live with. Because like nothing turns me off more than a penny pinching man. Okay, because if he's penny pinching on the first date and in the first stage of your relationship or marriage, you are going to be dealing with a life of penny pinching. You will have to be hiding money, skimming off the top. You go on vacation and he's penny pinching on vacation. You're not going to enjoy yourself. You go to the restaurant, he's penny pinching. He doesn't want to go eat at a nice restaurant that you want to eat at. Like, ladies, please do not deal with stingy men. If you see stinginess, if this man has a stingy spirit, leave him alone. You're not that desperate. Learn how to manifest an abundant life through yourself, and stop chasing men and depending on men to provide you with a life of luxury. You have to learn how to manifest a life of luxury for yourself, so that the men that come into your life are going to match that. I think that's all I have to say for this video. Ladies, again, I'm going to say it one more time. Do not entertain stingy men. If you see stinginess and cheapness, leave him alone. Do not go on another date. Do not get in a relationship with him. Do not marry him. And do not try to set him up with your friends either, okay? Leave that man alone. So again, that's all for now, and I'll see you all in another video. Bye.